Elden Ring. Don't care about this, don't care about this, or even this. Now this is the real shit. The real good shit is right here. Monster collecting and summoning, hell fucking yeah.
So we look forward to players experimenting and finding their personal favorites.
Not only can you summon independent monster spirits, but look at these abilities. This weapon art apparently temporarily summons skeletons that do a single attack, and this guy over here, he summons a dragon head that does some fire breath and then goes away, and he's not wearing a dragon head himself, so it looks like it's an independent ability. These things all seem really familiar. I can't quite put my finger on. Look, I've been asking From Software for a Lost Kingdoms 3 for most of my life. Having Lost Kingdoms concept show up in Elden Ring gave me so much whiplash, I'm still trying to decide if I need to sue for damages. There are so many ways they can fuck this up, but I'm going to give From Software the benefit of the doubt and assume they're not going to wound me personally. First, we have independent monsters, just like Lost Kingdoms. Sure, the summoning's not the exact same, but bear with me. The weapon-type monsters are very interesting to me. We don't really know how this mechanic works, but it looks very similar, at least aesthetically. At the very least, I can say with confidence that it's a similar idea. According to the Famitsu interview, Famitsu? Whatever. Summons will cost hefty amounts of FP, with stronger monsters costing more FP to summon, leading me to believe they'll function similarly to spells, or be a new kind of consumable that costs FP. This character is seen with 2 memory slots. My current theory is that this is where you'll equip your summons, and they'll possibly be single use and recharge whenever you make it back to a bonfire. Or, I guess, a grace. Of course, this is me just assuming shit based on what I know from Lost Kingdoms. This skeleton spell here could very easily just be a weapon art or sorcery, as well as the dragon head spell. It could just be a pyromancy. But considering they didn't show any other pyromancies, and with this new theme of monsters showing up in your attacks and spells, or quite literally showing up to the party, it makes me wonder. This new arcane stat. In Bloodborne, it was just for magic, but now Int and Faith are back, so arcane is something new for itself. I'm not thinking too much about this mind stat, it looks like it just replaces attunement. I'll eat my own fucking hat if arcane isn't related to these new monster-related abilities, including summoning. But I could be entirely wrong. When the network test comes out, we'll see, but I will be eagerly awaiting the answers. The fact that this game has even an inkling of Lost Kingdoms concepts makes me extremely excited. But the summoning isn't the only thing that Elden Ring has going for it that gets me rock fucking hard. These spells kick ass, and it's about fucking time. Being able to move while casting is a massive improvement. These AoE spells look like they actually do something too, unlike in Dark Souls 3. Even if it doesn't kill you, this area denial spell is big for PvP. I'll be excited to see how these huge spells play out in areas like underground dungeons, if these kind of spells can even be used in those areas at all. Another thing I found interesting, which may be related to the skeleton attack coming from this axe, is Soul Greatsword being cast while holding what appears to be a normal sword. These flashy new spells get me excited to see what miracles and pyromancies are going to be like. Shit, we have no idea if there's going to be new schools of magic altogether. Summoning could be one of them. Unfortunately, the presentation didn't have any miracles or pyromancies, so we'll have to wait and see if they're in the network test. I would be surprised if they weren't. Then again, this whole fucking presentation surprised the hell out of me. Like I said, I didn't expect to see this shit. Not too pleased about the weird aesthetic on the monsters. They just kind of look textureless. It doesn't look good. It's serviceable for what it is, but I really hope they fix this by the time the game comes out. If I'm not gonna get Lost Kingdoms 3, Elden Ring might actually deliver on Lost Kingdoms ideas, which is not a thing I ever expected to be the case.